Welcome students in the organic chemistry lecture series. Today in this video we are going to study about the concept called as Hofmann elimination from the topic aliphatic hydrocarbons, chemistry of aliphatic hydrocarbons. Now while studying this Hofmann elimination, we know that what are elimination reactions. We have seen the E1 elimination and E2 elimination reaction. Also we have seen the E1CB elimination in previous videos. Okay, now here the Hofmann elimination is exactly the opposite of Sedzev elimination. In Sedzev elimination we have seen that according to Sedzev rule the hydrogen atom is abstracted from that beta carbon which is having less number of hydrogen atoms. But here in Hofmann elimination it is the reverse. That means a beta hydrogen is abstracted from that beta carbon which is having more number of hydrogen atom. So this is a Hofmann elimination, and this Hofmann elimination is particularly observed in case of quaternary ammonium and sulfonium salt. This type of elimination is particularly observed in case of quaternary ammonium and sulfonium bases. Quaternary ammonium and sulfonium bases. Okay, so according to this rule, according to the Hofmann elimination, when these bases means quaternary ammonium and sulfonium bases, when these bases are decomposed by heating, then two different alkenes are formed. Okay, now I will take one example. Say consider I have this compound, say for example CH3 CH2 and CH3 3 times. So this nitrogen will carry a positive charge, and to neutralize this there will be a OH minus here. Okay, now this is called as quaternary ammonium salt. What is it? This is quaternary ammonium base. Now when this quaternary ammonium base is heated, okay, when this heated, then what happens? There is a elimination of water molecule. So when we heat this, then we get alkene like this, CH2 double bond CH2 with the elimination of this amine. This is 3 times plus water. Now you see here, we can say that this carbon is alpha carbon and this carbon is beta carbon. Okay, so the beta carbon is abstracted Now beta carbon's hydrogen is abstracted. Say I will write the structure like this: CH2 CH2 N. So here is a positive charge. These three are the methyl group and OH minus in the surrounding. So what happened? Base abstract this proton which is present on beta carbon. Okay, this is beta carbon, and this bond gets shift here. As soon as this bond gets shifted here, this amine will get away with the formation of alkene like this: CH2 double bond CH2 plus N plus H2O. So this elimination is called as Hofmann elimination. Hofmann elimination. Okay. So it is very simple. So starting material is specific here. The starting material is quaternary ammonium or sulfonium bases. Remember, when this quaternary ammonium or sulfonium bases are heated, then there is a formation of alkene with the elimination of water molecule. So this elimination is called as Hofmann elimination reaction. Now in this Hofmann elimination, the Hofmann elimination rule says that when, this is very important, remember, when quaternary ammonium and sulfonium bases and sulfonium bases are decomposed by heating then the hydrogen, say this is very important line, then hydrogen is preferentially eliminated from that beta carbon atom which is linked to largest number of hydrogen atoms. Now whatever example we have studied, previous example, there was no options of two beta carbons, but now we will take one example where there are two options. You see here, I will take this example, CS3 C CS3 CH3 N CS3 it will carry a positive charge. Okay, CH2 and then CS3. Okay, so this is the quaternary ammonium base, and to neutralize this positive charge, suppose in the surrounding there is a OH minus. Now when we decompose this, when we heat this ammonium base, then what product we can get? Now you see here, the important thing here is that if we consider this nitrogen, and with respect to this nitrogen, this carbon is alpha carbon, this carbon is alpha carbon. Okay, now these are the beta carbons. This is also beta carbon, this is also beta carbon, this is also beta carbon. Here this is the beta carbon. Okay, so these are the chances where the proton can be abstracted. Now you see here, if we decompose this quaternary ammonium base while heating, then there is a possibility of abstracting the proton from this beta carbon, okay, or this beta carbon. So as per our rule, when quaternary ammonium and sulfonium bases are decomposed by heating, the hydrogen is preferentially eliminated from that beta carbon which is linked to largest number of hydrogen atom. So if you abstract the proton from this beta carbon, I will write here as a CH2, and if I abstract this beta hydrogen, then this bond will get shift here and this will shift like this. Okay, so there will be formation of alkene CH2 double bond CH2 with the elimination of this moiety CH3 taken thrice CN like this. So this will be the side product. But when we abstract the beta hydrogen from this carbon or this, then there is a possibility of formation of this product. See, this product will be formed with the elimination of this CH3 CH2 N like this. So this product, either this product or this product, there are two possibilities. But remember, this product obtained in 99% yield, and this product is obtained only 1% yield. Okay, so this alkene is obtained preferentially. So this is also the example of say Hofmann elimination reaction. So in summary, in today's video, what we have seen today, we have seen the Hofmann elimination mechanism. Okay, generally the starting materials for this Hofmann elimination mechanisms is quaternary ammonium and sulfonium bases. Okay, just the heating of these bases, we can say, gives the heating, it causes the decomposition of these bases to form the product as a alkene. So as per this Hofmann elimination rule, a beta hydrogen is eliminated from that beta carbon which is having more number of hydrogen atoms. Okay, so this is all about what we have learned today. We have seen a few examples of this Hofmann elimination to understand what is this Hofmann elimination. So this is all about Hofmann elimination, and I hope all of you understood this, what is Hofmann elimination. So for today we will stop here and we'll meet in the next video with another new concept. So have a nice day. Thank you.